Now we're going to do a swimming waterfowl. If you mount one of these, you got to make sure you're doing it legal. Have papers for it and everything. Okay, what I did here, I just grabbed some cardboard. You know, on a bigger bird, you want to use something bigger. And I went like this with it, just like you do a flying, like a final approach or anything. If you want your feet to cup, you know, you'll get you some cardboard, and you'll jab you a couple of holes through the cardboard, and it'll keep your feet the way you want them. See, that way it makes the feet look like they cup. You know, if you look at them on the back. So they're kind of cupped like they're pushing water. And then after it dried, I took it out like that. I put just little pinholes where I've done that. So I get a little bit of caulk on the end of a needle. I mean, the legs are black anyway, right? Or dark brown. They're more dark brown, I guess, than black. I'm going to cover up those pinholes. Depending on how many pinholes I've got, I'll just give me a little caulk on the end of a needle here. Find my hole. Do it like that. Probably looks better if you do both sides of it. There's the hole on the other side. Looking good. I think I've got them all. See how simple that is? The legs are going to be black anyway. But see how they are like for cupping water? And that's just like a swimming pose. Basically, it's just a variation of a standing pose, and then of course the legs are more like he's swimming. And then when you run the support wire through the bird, he's not going to be flying. It's like you're putting a support wire through a standing bird because his wings are up. Now as far as the support wire, I just, drill through a piece of wood or whatever, whether he's hanging or standing. Well, if he's standing, you might want it where you can see every side. But a lot of times I'll just drill through the wood with a big old long drill and get me a rod, go through the bird and pull it back through the bird and then through the back of the wood so I can anchor it. I'll bend it up like that. And then I usually just use staples, big long staples, staple it into the wood, and that'll hold him. Unless it's going to be like 3D, then you'll have to hide the way that you've anchored him. And then of course when you tape him, you want to go around this bottom of his legs. And it helps to really kind of be careful with your paint. And do both legs that way. And now I've got dark brown, which is what I opted for. I'm just going to paint everything brown. This guy. All that caulk, everything, you just paint it. Paint it good and brown. Right here. Kind of watch your overspray. Need a little help, get a little cardboard. Yep. This particular bird, you're not supposed to mount them, or they're illegal to kill or whatever. So if you do mount one, it better be for like an agency, or gotta have papers for them to be able to mount them. You gotta mount them for a school or something like that. This particular bird, anyway. Now I've got a little bit of a satin sheen gloss for the feet and the legs. Just want it to be a little bit of a satiny finish. That's a better word for it. Not too glossy or anything. A little bit of gloss. And of course the beak. I run a little bit of black paint along that mouth line. And of course, it's better to use gloss for like the eyes. You get the idea. Grab my tape, pull it off. Wasn't on there all that good to begin with, which is good. Then you can just glue habitat and all kinds of stuff on there. Put your little pea gravel. They even got fake rocks and stuff you can put on there. But that's the way you do a swimming waterfowl. You basically, it's like a standing duck, except the way you anchor him and his feet. You know, you cup them like you would like a final approach or something. You know, if you want the feet to cup, you know, you use a piece of cardboard with pins, and it makes it look like he's, instead of cupping air, that's the only thing he's swimming. Instead of cupping air, he's cupping like if he was flying. Instead, he's cupping water. That's how you do a swimming waterfowl.